Welcome to my channel. My name is Rain, and I'm trying something new today with my readings. I was trying to go live stream earlier, and it just didn't work. So happy Mercury retrograde. I'm so glad we only have another couple weeks of this energy left. Oh boy. Well, anyway, welcome. I'm going to do some, I'm going to pull some tarot cards and some oracle cards. I have several decks here, and I kind of just do whatever I feel called to do in the moment. But what I'm going to do is we're going to read the energies for not only today, but here we are, Saturday. I'm going to say this is going to be the weekend energy, Saturday, Sunday energy. But since time is one of those things, it's relative, Einstein, and time, space, it's all relative, right? So whenever you happen to watch this video, if it resonates with you, then it's your reading. But today is July the 20th of 2019, and I'm going to go ahead and start. I just grabbed this deck. It's the Druidcraft deck, so I'm just going to go with that because yeah. So I'm going to start this off with a prayer because that's how I like to roll. I have this nifty little brass ashtray here, but I have my Palo Santo here. I'm going to clear the energy with some really nice fragrance. Fragrance. That's a funny word. Fragrance. With its aroma, its scent. That's so nice. Just kind of taking a breath. If you feel the need, please take a breath yourself so you can kind of tune into the energies as well, because time space is relative, that's how you can connect in with the messages, because this is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of dive into it. So I ask my angels and my guides to be present today in this reading on July 20th, 2019. Yes, be present. Help the messages come through that need to come through. Let things be clear. What is the message that we need to gain? And we ask for it for the good of all. Yes, my angels, my guides. I've been feeling a lot of pull from my guides lately. There's different energetic beings, light beings. We only deal in light beings here. Ooh, the wind is blowing outside, and it sounds nice because it's nice and hot in here today. What is the message that needs to come through for the collective? What messages do we need to hear? Nope, not a whole. We don't need a book. We're not asking to have an entire book today. Just want a generalized reading here, please. 7 of Pentacles. He's gathering. The Death card. Wow, the ending, a major ending. Oh, no. Just want a few cards, please. Okay. Queen of Swords. So, this guy, and I'll show you these images here in just a second. One more. All right. And the 5 of Pentacles. Really interesting reading. Completely different reading than the reading I had earlier, that I did earlier, for the collective. This is super interesting. Okay. There is a major ending in this cycle that's going on. The last reading, I did pull the 5 of Pentacles, but it was reversed. And here it didn't come out reversed, but I feel like that energy obviously is coming through. And there was an ending in that as well, but it wasn't like death. So, okay. So we're going to start over here. It's the 7 of Pentacles. 7. See how this guy is? He's gathering mistletoe. And what is mistletoe? Mistletoe is a plant that is poisonous. I want it to, right there. There we go. I think that worked. He's gathering these white berries. He's gathering the branch. So mistletoe is a very potent herb. And what it is used, well, I think of a couple of things with mistletoe. Mistletoe, people, around the holidays will hang it above doorways, and you might hang it above a doorway, and then that's where love is. So maybe this person is working to manifest that love energy. And I like that. But the first message that started coming through with what mistletoe is, mistletoe, if you intake it into your body, it's a poison. And oftentimes it has been associated with miscarrying a baby early in the pregnancy. So you would take the mistletoe, and it helps the woman to naturally abort. And so, gosh, so that energy would be like, maybe there are some things that you have started, some projects, some things that you have started, you're not so sure you want to put any more energy into. That is a message for somebody out there. I don't think that's the message for everybody. That there's something that you started, it was in its infancy, and you're wanting to kind of just not continue putting energy into growing that. I know that's kind of harsh and kind of graphic there, thinking of that. But for most of you, I feel like it's the mistletoe, like hanging it, using it to draw in that romantic energy of like, it's exciting, I mean, think about it. It is exciting to stand under the mistletoe, or the idea of it is exciting. But moving on to the death card, we have this guy. Okay, so in this image here, he's over his cauldron, and he's brewing up something. He's holding a skull because he is death. It's all about ending something, but he's brewing something up. So we've got, this is another death of something. Yeah, you're ending some things, whether or not it's here. I'm gonna have to pause this. That was fun. That was my son knocking at the door. Pretty cute. Anyways, so we're on to the death card. So he's cooking up something, and this is new manifestations. New manifestations. There are, there's a lot going on in this card. I look at the snake behind him. Up in the corner here. See the snake? The snake is a wise energy. It's sacred tantric energy. It's life force. It's wisdom. It's it's mystical. I mean, this guy is mystical, or woman. It's actually a woman. But is that mistletoe? Could that be? I thought maybe she's standing under some mistletoe here. Let's see if it'll now. Yes, I have to put it in front of my face. Maybe there. Focus. Yeah, it's not mistletoe that she's standing under, but more of an ivy. In the background, there's also like Stonehenge, some high-flying birds. So, or a bird, yes. So I see the snake and the bird. The snake is wise. He's very grounded. He's down there on the earth. The big bird is up in the sky, seeing things from an extremely high vantage point. Although the bird could swoop down and snatch up the snake, have it for dinner. Gosh, there's some graphic. To me, that's graphic. I'm like, okay, but that's part of the life cycle. But that's part of the life cycle. That's what death is. Birth, death, endings, beginnings, manifestation, signified by the pagan structure in the background. It's a very sacred space. This person is creating sacred space within their own space. They're out in the elements, they're outside, but yet it's almost like it's inside. It's like, almost like she's in a cave. Yeah, really focusing on this ending. The ending is, but also putting much thought into the new beginning. All right. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is it's a feminine energy. She is a queen of her thoughts. She has mastered her thought processes. I'm trying to get it to focus on something other than my face. All right. There we go. She sits there. She's very grounded. Her feet are planted on the ground there. She's barefoot. She holds the sword. She could strike with the sword. She could strike, but she's holding it. She has her eyes closed, and she's taking a deep breath. The wind is blowing in her hair. She might be up on a mountaintop. She looks like she's very wise. She's extremely intelligent. She's very thoughtful, but she has mastered her thoughts. Power of the mind. She's sharp. Communication. She's really good at communicating. This is an air sign energy. It could be what, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy, but doesn't have to be any astrological sign really. But that energy of, yeah. So this death card, if you look at the person's face, see if I can get it there. The person's face, she's very methodical. She's thinking hard. She's focusing on something. She is manifesting something completely new and also focusing on the death of something. But she's a very powerful thinker, and she's logical. And the way this is set up, the next card the next card is the Five of Pentacles, and this is all about feeling left out in the cold, feeling sad, blue, left out, feeling left out energy. See how she's like looking at this. She's thinking about this. Why is she focusing on this? Do not focus on this. Okay, I'm just going to warn for some of you out there, you're worried. And there's no need to worry, because even though it might seem like I feel like she's taking a break and she's feeling her feelings. But in the background, let's see if I can get it to focus. In the background are these two very, very fast creatures. We have a greyhound. Greyhounds are very fast dogs. And it's chasing a hare. You know, the tortoise and the hare or whatever, that story. Very, very fast creatures. They're running. Looks like the dog's chasing the hare, but they are very much, it's going after what it wants. It's like, it's chasing the hare. But these are very quick moving energies. So things are moving quickly behind the scenes, but you're not even focused on that energy that you could tap into. Okay? Instead, you're kind of lagging, taking a break from it all, and in your feels, in your feelings. And it's self-imposed, and it's good to process feelings. That's what this queen is doing. She's processing her feelings right now, even though she's not really, usually the Queen of Swords energy is not in her feelings. She's more in her mind, but she's processing this, and she's actually getting into those feelings, but she's feeling sad. Why is she feeling sad? All right, we got to pull out a different tarot deck. I got to know what is going on here. What is going on here? I'm going to take a sip of my yerba mate. So grateful. All right, I'm going to pull out this deck here. Shadowscapes. This is the Shadowscapes Tarot by Stephanie Puman-Law, and it is absolutely a gorgeous deck. Like, the artwork is fantastic. She really puts a lot of thought into each of her paintings. And I follow her on Facebook. I love her. All right. Ask my angels and my guides to guide this reading, please. Help the messages to come through clearly. Help me to be a conduit for the message. Let the right words flow through me. What do we need to know as the collective here on July 20th, 2019? All right, so I'm going to kind of hone in. I really, I want to know more about the Five of Pentacles energy. So the reading I did earlier that I did a live stream of, that anyway, I recorded it with also my phone at the same time, and I might take the live stream version down just because it was lagging and stuff, and it was messing up. But the Five of Pentacles did come out, but it was reversed. So it's like coming out of that energy, because I feel like the Queen of Swords, when she allows these feelings to flow, that is what's going to help clear up the energy. Okay, we're going to get a card for that. Five of Pentacles. I want some clarification for the Five of Pentacles, please. Five of Pentacles. What is the message that we need to hear about the Five of Pentacles energy? What's going on? Two cards came out. We have the Ten of Swords. Again, death, or not death, but the ending of something. The Ten of Swords, and it's the extreme death of something. I mean, like complete ending of something. Not only are we transforming death into life, there are certain things that you are completely chopping away. That's what the Queen of Swords does, is she chops things away. She does. She chops them. It can be harsh too. Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings. I love this reading, guys. Okay, this reading's getting way better now. Okay, so this has to do with the Five of Pentacles. And there's been some stagnation working through some of this Ten of Swords energy here. So the Ten of Swords is all about ending something. It's something in the mind. It's ending a way of thinking about things. It's ending, you've been worried too long. You took the rest that you needed, and now it's time to end it, because there's this new thing coming in. This is the Ace of Pentacles. It's a new beginning in the physical world. And I think in the last reading, this card came out too, the Ace of Pentacles. So so the energies are okay. I like it when they repeat, because that's the message. Okay, look at this. So I'm trying to get it to, I want you to see how beautiful these cards are, okay? They're really ornate and beautiful. All right, so I'm going to tell you what this means, or I'm going to channel what this means. So yes, the Five of Pentacles, all about, you know, she's over here in her feels. She's worrying. She's stagnating. She's been stagnating because she's been thinking about this Ten of Swords energy, this ending of something. And it's something that hurts. I'm just going to put it to you. It's been very worrisome, and the worry is going to end when this new beginning. You're manifesting. You really are. You're really manifesting this ending for this new beginning, because this new beginning is something that you crave, want, desire, and it's in your highest good. It's in alignment with your soul path, your soul journey. You've been really thinking about it, but you've had to end some things, and you're going to have to end some things, some projects that you already have in the works in order to make this happen. Some of it's going to be a sacrifice. I'm just going to be honest. Some of these things that are ending are really, it's been a long time coming. Okay. Some of the things that are ending themselves. You know, we had this eclipse energy, the solar eclipse at the beginning of the month, July. And then we just had this lunar eclipse, the full moon lunar eclipse. And that was really beautiful. So a lot of things are ending naturally. Okay. And it's all like, some of it's ending really smoothly, and some of it's a little harsher. I'm just going to be quite frank with this Ten of Swords. It's energy. It's like, usually shows a person laying on the ground completely dead, stabbed in the back, like 10 times, 10 different swords. But some of this, you are going back to that mistletoe, and I know this is kind of crass, but that abortive, like, it was something that you were going to birth, you were planning, you were working on we'll just put it like this. You're working on projects, and there are different things that you had begun that, in order to make this transformation, which is life-changing and huge, you have to put those other ones that you had begun to rest. Okay, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for some of you. Also, that mistletoe energy is, you know, the manifestation of, there's like, yeah, setting up the romantic stuff. Like, hey, gonna throw a party and hang up some mistletoe, and if people walk under the mistletoe, they'll kiss each other. Oh my gosh. Okay. I know that was kind of silly. I'm going to pull some more cards. Hold on. We're going to do a little more saging, even though this isn't sage, for lack of a better term. Incensing. Blessing. Clearing the space. Invoking the high energies and calling in the energies that wish to help guide the reading, that want the higher good of all. My angels are here with me right now. I want to know more about the death and the contemplation together at the same time. Yeah, the death. Death, please. I would like to know a little more about what's going on in this death card. No, not 10 cards. No. Okay. So the story, something that's been a long time coming to end. Long time. We're talking like over the past decade or 2 decades for some of you. Major ending. And brewing up something completely different. Brewing it up with our intention and focus. But she's also processing the sad stuff, the release. She's processing it. She's feeling, though. She's having a lot of feelings. That's that Cancer energy. We've been in Cancer, you know, but today's the 20th. I think we're moving into Leo. So we're still in Cancer today, but it's like kind of cusp energy. It's like cusp energy right now, but it's like moving into that Leo energy. I want to know more about this death card, please. What's going on with death? What is it that we're ending? What are we brewing up? What is this death energy? We'd like a little more clarification on the death card, please. Okay. 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 Makes sense. Okay. Your suspense. What does she see? This is really good. Okay. There's 4 cards here that came out. This is for the death card. Okay. We've got the 2 of Cups. Oh, you have to see this. I want it to look at all the, oh, I love it. See the 2 of Cups energy. It's these 2 like tree spirits or something like that intertwining together. It's 2 beings coming together, offering cups to each other. Please, little camera. I want you to see this because the images are just, I don't know, they're stunning. They're stunning. There we go. Look at them. They love each other. It's like the heart is hanging above them. They are the trees. Old and twisted trees. Look at that. These are old souls. These are old souls. And those fish. Yeah. Okay. It's a watery energy. Yeah, it's water. It's cups. The 2 cups. This is the soul. I'm like, oh, wow, it's so pretty. Okay, so that's the soulmate card. That is the offering of emotions to one another. That's what that is. And we also have the 3 of Swords, which is the card of broken hearts. See this swan here? I want to show you. Stabbed in the heart 3 times. Swans signify love. They signify, I want to say, the eternal flame, because like swans mate for life. That's what they do. And that's that energy there. But there's some brokenheartedness that we are trying to purge. That's because it's on the death card. We're purging the brokenheartedness. That's what we are purging. That is what we are killing off. That is what we are burying. We're putting that energy to rest because we've already processed it enough. We've already done it. We don't need any more of that. We just don't. Then we have the 6 of Wands, okay, and Judgment. Now, 6 of Wands energy is usually an energy. Here, I want it to focus here. Here, we'll do like this. I think that works. Does that work? Yes. Okay, there we go. He's standing up there on his rock. I want it to even focus better. Focus. He's standing on his rock. He's holding his wand. He's a very passionate person. He has made it up to the top of that rock. He has conquered. He is brave, and he's standing there, and yet there are still these energies that are kind of coming up from underneath. It's he has to stand his ground, okay? He's not really, so in traditional tarot, he would be defending himself from these wands that are coming up the hill, right? He's defending himself. He has the higher stance because he knows his power, and he's going to stand in his right. But here I see that he does not need to defend at all. He's just standing there so firm on this beautiful stone. And I see like the spiral on the stone, and I think about the eternal spiral as spiraling upwards and downwards. It's like, yes, eternally. Like he's really tapped into his passions. His spirituality is what keeps him strong and what he believes in. And he will look, he's holding up the wreath. He will speak it out. He will speak it out. He's not afraid. And then you've got these other wands coming up the hill at him. And look, he's not budging. He's not budging because he just stands in his truth and his power. He doesn't even have to defend because he just is. He's going to stand in his truth. And that's why he is able to move forward. And then we have this Judgment card. This is a really beautiful card, by the way. Judgment's major arcana. So is Death card. So is the Death card. All right, we've got the Judgment card, and the Judgment card is arising, rebirth, okay? On the Death card, because this is called rebirth in some decks, Judgment. The angel sounds the horn. The dead rise from the graves. Things that have been buried will come to the light. There is much life. This is all about transformation. We see the butterflies rising up. There's been a time of slumber. See the poppies down there below? Poppies represent, like, I mean, I think of the Wizard of Oz when they were crossing the field of poppies and fell asleep out there. There's been a time of rest and taking a break from some things that have been wanting to come to the light, but they are, and they're flying, and they're like butterflies. And so the horn resounds, drawing them up from the depths of sleep. What a beautiful image. Of course. And yeah, the death of this heavy broken heartedness. I mean, what a horrible image this is, this poor swan. Yeah, in order to raise into something new. But this is all this it has to do with the dance of the Two of Cups energy. It has to do with the dance of the Two of Cups energy. Six of Wands, standing firmly in what you believe. Because I feel like there could be some energies that come at you as you're manifesting this new reality, whatever it is that you're manifesting, that you're putting something to rest, to death, and you are bringing in this newness. And there are going to be people that are naysayers, that don't agree with you, that don't see your vision, and that's okay, because you just continue to feel confident in your beliefs. Okay. I'm already at 27 minutes. I feel content on the tarot cards, and I want to pull some oracle cards. I'm trying to decide. Okay, so for this Two of Cups card, I am going to get some clarification. I'm going to focus in on the Two of Cups because that is the soulmate energy. I'm going to use the Romance Angels Oracle deck, and I ask my angels to come in and help me to pull the right card for this. What is the message that needs to come through for the Two of Cups energy, for this soulmate energy? We just want to know a little bit more about these two. I think that's what I'm going to do. Gosh, I mean, is that too specific? And we'll see. Maybe that's too specific. If someone comes out. What is this Two of Cups energy? Or whatever message that the angels think that needs to come out. If it doesn't have to be for the Two of Cups, but that's what I'm focusing in on, because I see the heart there. And then I also see this heart here on the Three of Swords. So those are two hearts having to do with brokenheartedness and also eternal love. Okay. Here's the message that needs to come through. What is the message that needs to come through? Love yourself first. Absolutely. Of course. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Of course it does. Yeah, self-love. Getting over this heavy energy after process. I mean, just loving yourself and being romantic with yourself. I don't know. I just walk through life feeling a sense of romance in the air everywhere I go. Just because, like, the wind blows. And it's like, that's so beautiful. Thank you, Earth. Put my feet into a rushing river. Oh, gosh, it's so beautiful. So, luscious and romantic. I find nature to be quite romantic. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay, I'm going to show you that card first. See these little kids? See those little kids? It reminds me of Six of Cups energy, where you got the two little kids that are loving each other like that. It's like very soulmate energy, okay? It's like very like past life energy, but it also can be childhood. Somebody from your childhood, maybe. But it does say make the effort. It's just a sweet energy. It's just a really sweet, sincere energy that comes from that genuine state of being. So it says, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay. And that has to do with this Two Cups energy. It does. Okay. And it says, love yourself first. Yes. Do what is right for you, whatever that is. Taking the steps that you need to take. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, of course. But I believe that the message is that you need to focus on what you're doing and taking care of yourself and just being happy, making yourself happy, not like craving for something outside of yourself to the point where you're upset, or focusing in on this past energy of being upset. You need to process some of it so that you can just kind of get rid of it, because that's where you're at right now. And with all of this Mercury retrograde energy, it has been causing us all as the collective to be focusing in on our emotions, specifically and how we feel about things, being in the Cancer season. But I want to say that soon we will be moving into Leo season in the next day or two. And Leo is all about, it's heart energy, it's bravery, it's strength in love, it's strength and passion, very much. And it's all about making your own center stage. You are the center stage of your existence, and you doing your thing and focusing in on yourself. That is so romantically attractive, okay? It just is, right? When somebody's got their shit together, we find them attractive. So, anyway, that being said, focus in on what you're doing, but also for this, it's that, having to do with the soulmate energy. You have to make the effort, because great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So whatever the steps those are, and it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, because you know what is right for you, whatever that is, because we all have the power and the wisdom and everything within ourselves. We can create our own realities. I know everybody says that and it sounds like, oh yeah, you can be whatever you want to be. It's like, yeah, and you actually can, if it's in the, listen, if you're in alignment with your soul's purpose, you feel it, you want it, you crave it, you desire it, you create it. Okay. That's what life is all about, is creating that shift that is for your highest good, which is ultimately for the highest good of all. We raise the vibration ourselves, and when we unify with our community and others, we raise the vibration even more so. That's how it works. All right, I'm going to end this video because I think that's the end of the reading. I'm guided to go ahead and say that's it. But there's goodness going on. Know that the energy is shifting. When we go into Leo, we're still going to be in Mercury retrograde, and that's okay. We're going to be looking more closely, instead of at our Cancer deep emotional feelings, we're going to be really focusing in on and honing in on what it is that drives us and we are extremely passionate about. Okay, it's going to be good. But really great time to be alive. All right, love you. So glad I was able to get this finally recorded. It was just bizarre today. Oh, my nose itches every time I'm channeling these messages. Like if I just start talking fast or start zoning out or whatever, my nose itches. All right, bless.